Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again on this Monday. Um, Start of a new week. As the weeks go by, we're getting closer to training camp time. We know the Dallas Cowboys training camp starts on July 22nd, and they are going back to Oxnard, and they will have fans there. I know that some of you guys might actually attend training camp this year for the Cowboys, and over there in Oxnard, California. And of course, the players are probably going to be excited about that because, they haven't had fans or anything watching them do anything for a whole season now. So it's going to be different for the players to get back used to that again. I'm pretty sure that they're going to probably be hyped as well because the fans are going to be bugging them again. um, I know there are going to be some YouTubers there giving you guys live footage as they can, but you know, I won't. I won't. Unfortunately, I won't be there. But um, it is what it is. I live all the way over in the East Coast, so it's hard for me to get out there. Now, as we talk about this defense and things of that, and what the Cowboys improved on, and are they done yet? What else can they do to get better as a defense? Now, I, for one, don't think they're done yet. I don't think they're done by any means. Now, there could be some additions during training camp, maybe a little bit before training camp, after, um, even when preseason starts. Who knows? But I know around that preseason time, that's when teams are going to have to start cutting down to their 53-man rosters. Now, you look at the current safeties we have on this team. Now, everybody knows, unless you've been living under a rock, if you've been a fan of the Dallas Cowboys for some years, you know that the Dallas Cowboys seemingly don't value the safety position via the draft. They don't really develop young safeties like that. I don't know what the deal is with that. Me, for instance, I think safety is an important position, but the Cowboys have not utilized their ability to go out and get decent safeties in years. They've been literally going on a trash heap and a discount bin getting these safeties. Not saying that some of these guys that they get are terrible. It's just that the guys that they're getting are not fitting the bill for this team to make enough plays on defense to make this team better. Now, question is, has what they done this offseason changed your mind on, about the Cowboys and how to value the safety position? Me, I don't think so. I think they went back to the bargain bin again. Now, I'm not trying to say anything bad about, DeMonte Kazee or J. Ron Curse because I've done a little research on both of them and they're pretty scrappy players. Despite of the injuries that Kazee had, I mean he still has 10 interceptions in his career. Um, and both of these are ball hawking type of guys that you kind of want on your team. But Dan Quinn knows both of these guys, so hey, why not bring them in? So we'll see. The proof is in the pudding, really. We got to see something because the only way that you're going to change the fans' thoughts on all of this is if they see a change positively in what's happening with this safety position. Because again, over and over again, we talked about how it's just been ignored, and that's a lot to say, and it makes sense because you look at the parallels between us not winning on defense and us not having quality safeties. Now, you look at the roster right now, you got DeMonte Kazee, you got Donovan Wilson, got J. Ron Curse, Darian Thompson, which a lot of people are like, why the hell is he still on this team? Um, I think they're going to move Reggie Robinson from a cornerback to a safety. I believe they've been talking about moving some of these guys around. Um, the undrafted guy Tyler Coyley, um, Israel Mukamu, which is the guy that they drafted. They're probably going to move him from cornerback to safety, and then Stephen Parker as well. So that's what you got at safety. Now you look at this list of safeties, and you're like, nothing on this thing stands out outside of probably Kazee. Kazee's your best guy. We know that Donovan Wilson has shown some promise in the last, season that he's been with his team or whatever. Um, but he's still a raw player as well. He still needs some grooming as well. So with that being said, who's going to be your starter? Now, if the Cowboys had to play a game today, it would more than likely be Kazee at the free safety and Donovan Wilson at the strong safety. That would be your starters. Now, Donovan Wilson is coming off of a little injury. We don't know exactly what the injury is, but it's, you know, apparently not important. But he did miss minicamp, though. But he did say that he's going to be there for training camp and be all in for training camp. So, but again, if the Cowboys had to play a game today, your starters will be DeMonte Kazee and Donovan Wilson at safety. Does that make you feel any better? Probably not. But we don't know what these guys can do with this particular team either. So it's one of those things where we have to wait and see. I try to look at the glass half empty approach to things. Like, okay, well, we have these amount of players. If these coaches know more than what I know, you know what I mean? They're out there with these players. They see what they do one-on-one. So I would expect them to make the right decision based on what they're looking at. Remember last year when we signed Ha Clinton Dix? Now, that really confused me because they didn't even give him a chance, I don't think. And what they put on the field last year, Darian Thompson, to me is not better than Ha Clinton Dix. So was that Mike Nolan they got rid of Ha Clinton Dix? Because I'm pretty sure that Ha Clinton Dix is a much better player than what they thought he was. Because again, he was originally a first round draft pick. If anybody should know how he plays, it's Mike McCarthy, because Mike McCarthy was there in Green Bay when he was drafted with Green Bay. So to say that Ha Clinton Dix is horrible, I mean, I'm not going to say his game hadn't faltered a little bit, because it has, but I don't think that he's garbage. But he didn't even get to play in a game. And last year we didn't have preseason games, so you didn't have any games to see what Ha Clinton Dix can do. And to be honest with you, I don't even remember seeing him really on the field at all. So what chances did he really get? Like, I'm not understanding, like what happened, you know? So we go back to the notion of who's going to be here, who's not. So I'll never know what Ha Clinton Dix could have been, because they didn't keep him long enough to at least give him a chance to play and see what he could do. DeMonte Kazee, I have to give him credit coming back from that Achilles tear. That is one of those injuries in sports that it's a very lengthy time frame, especially depending on who you are. But to come back from an Achilles tear is hard, especially trying to play the DB position or wide receiver. Any position where you have to run 90% of the time and cut, that's the hardest position to do when coming back from an Achilles tear. So I look at those two guys and I'm like, okay, well, you know, are they going to do all right? But then you got Jaron Kearse. Jaron Kearse, you know, when he played with Minnesota and then with the Vikings, with Minnesota and then with the Lions, you know, he did spot duty in defense. He played more on defense with the Lions than he did the Vikings. But George Edwards, that's on our staff, knows Jaron Kearse. You know, he was there with the Vikings when he was with him. So he knows what he can do. But I thought that they were going to have him more so as a special teams guy rather than playing as a pure safety in his defense. So I don't see Jaron Kearse not making this team, because I think that he's going to be a key piece on special teams along with C.J. Goodwin. Now, Darian Thompson, I don't know what this team sees in him, because I'm going to tell you, about 80% of the fan base does not want and still wonder why the hell Darian Thompson is on this team. Now, I've seen him flash. I've seen him make plays here and there. But I just don't think that overall he's a beast enough to start. I don't believe that. You could have got somebody better. And like I said, I think Ha Clinton Dix is better than your boy Darian Thompson. That's just the way that I feel. Reggie Robinson, Tyler Coley, you know, Tyler's an undrafted guy. We don't know what he's going to do. We don't know how he plays yet. Stephen Parker, same thing. We don't know what he brings to the table. If they're moving Reggie Robinson to safety, what is Reggie going to do? Because he didn't get a lot of playing time his rookie year. So what you going to do with him? The Israel move is interesting to me because Israel is the guy that they drafted, that is the tall guy with the long arms, the Richard Sherman prototype. How is he going to do? Is he playing better in practice as a safety as opposed to a cornerback? So what are you going to do with him? How are you going to move him around? So uh, you look at the safety list and it just nothing about it makes you excited. It doesn't. And I'm not going to sit here and I try to be optimistic as I can. I don't, and I'm not trying to falter any of these guys. I think that some of them can fit the bill. Now with Dan Quinn being here, they might actually play better because things are going to be more simple. Um, and Dan Quinn is a guy that's in your face, a guy that gets in the trenches with you. So he makes sure that you understand what's going on. Period. So it's much better than what we had with Mike Nolan. So if you look at it from that standpoint, then I'm pretty sure these players will play better in this particular system. But when you look at just a dynamic elite player, we don't have any of those. So what are you going to do at safety? Who else is out there that's not injured? Everybody was so fascinated about this whole Malik Hooker thing, but understand they did a visit with both him and DeMonte Kazee at the same time. Remember, they looked at Kazee's record and like, okay, well, Kazee looked like he's ready to come back, which he is. He's been on the field running around and everything. Malik Hooker, oh, you can't run right now, so you basically pointless to me. So that's just all I'm saying about. Let me know what you guys think about the safety position. I'm just I don't understand what's going on, and I don't know why this team doesn't value the safety. But I think it's hella important, not just for special teams, but for guys that are dogs out there, guys that are ready to throw their body into a situation and get that interception and bat that ball down from the defender. So again, your safety crew has to be better, especially if you're going to battle the big dogs. We got the reigning Super Bowl champs week 1, so they better figure it out. They got to figure it out. Let me know what you guys think in the chat box about the safety position. Are you comfortable with it? Are you hoping the Dallas Cowboys pick up somebody in the offseason? I mean, well, during training camp and make trades and stuff like that. What is your feeling on what the Cowboys are doing with the safety position? So with that being said, guys, like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. And those of you that subscribe, remember, when you hit that notification bell, you got to click it to all so you can get all the notifications so you're not missing anything, especially live streams. But again, it's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. Speak to y'all soon. Peace.